In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add a red time bar or any color time bar to a video. So let's go ahead and say that, we do have our video here. It's already edited. It looks great. We want to give it off and send it to a client. And what we want to do is we want to add one of those red time bars that goes from the beginning of the video to the end of the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself some more space here, and I'm going to create a new item. And what I want to do is I want to create a color mat. Okay. It's going to automatically create the sequence settings that you have. So if you are in a 4K sequence, you can just press OK, and you're going to select your color. Now this is going to be the same color as whatever your timer bar is. So go ahead and select that and then just press OK. And I'm going to drag this color mat over on a layer above my video. Now I'm going to create a black video and place it below that color mat. Now the reason I'm doing the black video is because I want there to be a black bar below the video, and the red bar slowly tracks perfectly until the video is over. If you don't want there to be anything, below the red bar, you just want there to be a red bar that's tracking, well, you don't need to add that black video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and come to my effects here, and I'm going to look for an effect called crop. Okay, I'm going to take crop and I'm going to drag it on top of my red color mat. I'm going to come up to effects controls, come down and start customizing that crop. So I'm going to add a crop 5 to the bottom, and let's go ahead and do 90 to the top. And you can see, if that is the thickness that you want your bar to be, great. If you want it to be a little skinnier, we can go 93, for example. And we want to copy this crop transition and apply it directly to the black video as well. So we can just simply paste that crop across the black video. And then what we want to do is come to the color mat, click on the color mat, and what we want to do is toggle animation on the position. So we want this to be the position of the red bar at the very end of the video. So we want to make sure that both of these color mats are the exact length of our full length clip before we toggle animation. The first thing that we want to do after we've done that is go ahead and click on the color mat and drop 2 keyframes for the scale and position. And we're going to take those keyframes and drag them to the very end of our color mat, because we want to tell the color mat to be at this position on this point in time. Okay. And then we're going to come somewhere closer to the beginning, doesn't have to be, and we're going to bring this red line all the way to the beginning, which is actually going to be negative 1920. Okay. And we're going to take that keyframe and bring it to the very beginning. So now we've created our animation. If you see, we have a red bar that is going to completely, track the duration of the video. And you can see as we're kind of approaching the halfway mark of the video, so is that red bar. And when we get to the end, the very last frame is going to be created from, that whole video. Now, if we're not happy, we can come back and customize. So we can say, you know what, we want this to be a little bit thicker. We want it to be 90, and we can create that color mask and crop on our black video just by copying and pasting it. And now you can see we have, our entire bar. Okay, the final thing I want to do is show you guys how to actually move this position of the bar to make it lower, to make it higher. And we can't do that because we've already created these toggle animations. So if I wanted to change the position of the bar and I wanted to put it here, well, that's going to mess up our entire animation because we're now changing the position of that bar. But what we can do is we can reset the animation and combine these two layers by selecting them both, right-clicking, and pressing Nest. We can turn this into a nested sequence, combining both of the layers, resetting any animation, and now we can freely move this bar. We can move it to the very bottom of the video, and as you see, it doesn't mess up any of the animation. We can move it if we wanted to the very top for some reason, and you can just give free control over where that bar is going within the video so that it works and it fits better for your project. Now, before I let you guys go, I do want to show you if you were in a sequence, for Instagram, for example, and you had a sequence of 1080 by 1080, or you were working with this in a square. This is most commonly seen. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste these two clips into this sequence. I'm going to mute the audio for the sake of this video. And let's just scale, these clips to the frame size. And as you can see now, we can copy and paste this this timer that we made across different sequence settings. Okay, as long as we scale things to frame size and reset the motion parameters, you should be able to use it for all kinds of videos. I'm going to just create a white color matte and drop it underneath on the first layer so you guys can kind of get a better sense here. This is a common format that you see way too often, but if you guys are looking to create something like this, that's how you would do it. You could add subtitles, you could add a header up top. That's all for a different video, but that is how you can customize and create your red bar to track in Premiere Pro.